please stand for the processional.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance by Ariel Strong.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated.
Good evening. Good evening. There we go. All right. Honored guests, members of the faculty, family, friends, and our distinguished graduates of Heartland's class of 2022. You did it. It is my very great pleasure to welcome you all to the 2022 commencement of the Heartland graduates. With the faculty and staff of Heartland, I extend my warmest congratulations to all of those who are receiving diplomas today and acknowledge the support that has helped them along the way. To all of the family and friends with us today, and to those who could not be here in person and are watching, because we're live streaming if y'all didn't know, or just thinking of our graduates as we celebrate this moment, thank you. Thank you for the encouragement you have offered, and in many cases, for the sacrifices you have made, so that your student can earn the diploma that they will take home today. Graduates, please, would you take a moment to acknowledge all of those who supported you? Family and friends of the graduates, please stand so that we can acknowledge you and show our gratitude to you. Thank you. Graduates of the class of 2022, we are here today to participate in the praise and wonder at your achievements. You have shown us that you challenge boundaries, break out of them, and redefine them. As you proceed in life after graduation, I want you to remember the following. Follow your instincts and curiosity wherever they lead, and broaden your knowledge by reading as much as you can. Embrace opportunities to collaborate with others, as it is the key to our success as a society, and it helps us to grow as individuals. Be bold and take risks, and don't let the fear of failure stop you. Failure is a part of life, and it's another way to learn. Change is a part of life too. At times it's frightening, but we should see it as a chance to explore and to test our limits. Above all, enjoy what you do and take pleasure and satisfaction in what you achieve. Whatever your next steps are, I invite you to see your studies here as a part of a lifetime of learning. And I encourage you to use that learning to leave every situation better than it was when you arrived. Again, class of 2022, congratulations.
Good evening. Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize some special guests that are here with us tonight. We would like to thank the following people for being in attendance and helping us celebrate our graduates. Our superintendent, Dr. Gibney Sherman, is here with us tonight. Our executive director of Heartland, Ms. Melissa Griffin. Regional director, Ms. Melanie Britton, is with us tonight. And I believe I saw some other special guests. Mr. Tad McMillan is here with us tonight. We thank each of you for being here to help celebrate. We know that graduation is a special time, and your presence here tonight makes it even more special for our graduates. We thank you for your support, and thank you again for helping us celebrate. Next on program, we will have our valedictorian address. Our valedictorian for the Foothills class of 2022 is Ariel Campbell. She is a graduate of Walton Foothills. Remember that Foothills is one school and many locations, and we here at Bibb County could not be prouder of Ariel. Please listen as she shares some words of wisdom with us all.
Hi, I'm Ariel Campbell from the Walton Foothills campus, and I'm the 2022 Foothills valedictorian. I would like to start off with a special thank you to all the staff at Foothills for being so helpful and supportive to all the students. They truly want to see everyone succeed in life, which is why they ask me, so what's next? Or what's your plans after graduation? To which I respond, I'm not sure, but I definitely want to travel the world. So when I was asked to write this speech, I instantly thought of Sandra Cisneros' story, 11. She says, what they never tell you is that when you're 11, you're also 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Because when I get asked what's next, I think of my 11-year-old self who would quickly jump to tell you that she wants to go to Emory University to become an orthopedic surgeon. I'm a little jealous of her because she had it all planned out. But I also had another answer at 8 years old to the same question. I was going to be the President of the United States because my family always said I could. And at 5, I was going to be a teacher because I loved going to school. I'm also a little bit jealous of her. But now I'm standing here in my gown, so unsure of what I want to do for the rest of my life because I wanted to do so many things at different ages. However, one of my constant desires has always been to see the world, and I plan to make it happen. So my message to all of the graduates out there is that it's perfectly normal to be confused. We all had so many ideas of the extraordinary things we would do when we got older, layered on top of one another from the previous years, leaving us with so many options to choose from. So take a breather before rushing into something and know that it's okay to change your mind about your career path. Do what makes you happy and never settle for less. But for now, just appreciate this huge accomplishment and remember to keep appreciating all the things you accomplish in life. Congratulations to all the graduates here, and thank you to all the friends and family for coming out to support them.
Again, Ariel shared some wise words of wisdom that many of us can take with us on our everyday journey. Next on program, we have our Mama Joe Scholarship recipient. The Mama Joe Spirit of Foothills Award is named in honor of Dr. Gibney Sherman's beloved mother. This year's recipients of the award are Francisca Gabino Castro of Walton Foothills and Chevelle Leanne Jett of Barrow Foothills. Please listen as they share their stories of determination and perseverance.
Hello. I'm very proud to be able to introduce you to the two Mama Joe Spirit of Foothills Award winners. These two individuals show the real spirit of Foothills by working hard regardless of whatever barriers are put in front of them. And this Mama Joe Award was named after my mother, Mama Joe. And we're so proud to award a monetary award to these students and we're proud to do it each year. We have Francesca Gamino Castro from Walton County and Chevelle Leanne Jett from Barrow County. And both of these students are going to tell their story and the barriers they overcome and where they are today. We could not be prouder. Thank you, ladies.
Hi, my name is Francisca Camino Castro. I'm from Walton Foothills side. My story is not the story of typical Foothills graduated. Imagine a millennial with a Gen Z generation in a classroom with the students who could be my daughters. I am a 36 years old mother of 5 who made sure her dream of earning a high school diploma came true. Even though I took her a little longer to achieve. A dream of graduating from high school ever since my family came to the U.S. when I was 14 years old. I will be the first to graduate of 5 siblings. During some very challenging years, like my mother's illness and trying to learn English, I never give up on my dream of graduating from high school. My path had many obstacles. Imagine being in a classroom where no one speaks your language without understanding a word that teacher says. That was my early life in high school. Eventually, I imagined to be complete most of my classes, but I could pass a state English writing test, so I could graduate. Feel like I was disappointing my family, especially my father, because he brought us to this country for a better future. I got married, moved to Georgia, and started a family. I never give up hope that one day I will get my high school diploma. When I hear about the Foothills and opportunity to be Foothills Plus students, I knew my dream of the future could come true. Raising my own child, I understood the importance of good education to be successful in life. I want to show them that with determination and perseverance, any goal is possible, and thus they should never stop chasing their dreams. Raising 5 kids isn't easy, but imagine trying to go to school. Well, that's going on. Also, my family went through some tragedies, like the kidnapping of my father, my young brother, and 2 cousins. After 14 months, they give us the news that they have died. The death of my mother from her illness, and my father and my brother dead were devastating to me. Through all this sadness, I knew I had to keep chasing my dream. Many thanks to Foothills for the great opportunity you give me and for allowing me to reach my dream. Many people worked to make it possible for me to graduate and motivate me every moment. They made me feel at home, and now I have a better future for myself and my family. I would like to thank each teacher and every staff member of Walton Foothills. I am so grateful for their support. My father always wanted me to graduate from high school. I knew he would be proud of me today. A graduate, and I am training to be a counselor from Georgia Health Department WIC program. I would also like to look at options for a career of Athens Tech if I get the chance.
My name is Chevelle Jett, and I'm from the Foothills Barrow site. My Foothills story begins in March of 2020. The halls of Appalachia High School had been plagued with all the COVID precautions. Students were commuting 6 feet apart, equipped with earbuds and a mask. The new normal was here, and it was affecting the nation. The place I looked forward to going to every day had turned into a silent, dreary place that smelled of strong disinfectant. I started to hate school, which wasn't like me, so I decided to transfer to Foothills. I was welcomed into Foothills Barrow by the sweetest team of faculty and staff. I was paired with Miss Nicole Tadia, my mentor who soon became my best friend. She was short compared to me, but always wore the cutest heels, which gave her some height. I met with Miss Tadia every time she was in the building. She always helped me reach my academic goals, but we also loved talking about our personal lives. She always cheered me on when I began my many different jobs in high school. When schools were closed due to the pandemic, we kept in touch. I often called her for advice or just to check in. She had been experiencing some mental issues, but showed no concern and always insisted that she was fine. In May of 2021, I had just turned 18 and decided to live with my boyfriend. We lived together still an hour away from Barrow County. My commute to school every day became a hassle and I started falling behind. My mental health had gone downhill once I moved, and I had only lived in one house my entire life, and change scared me. I became very anxious and was diagnosed with generalized anxiety, something Miss Tadia also struggled with. She encouraged me to talk to my physician, and from there on I started taking medication, which helps me every day. Some time has passed and I began to come out of my funk. I'd started going to school every day during the week and seeing Miss Tadia every now and then. Our conversation slowly went from taking place down the hall to her texting me from the hospital. I continued school nevertheless and received an email at work in September with the subject line, "We regret to inform students that one of our mentors, Miss Nicole Tadia, has passed." My heart sunk. Foothills reached out and offered counseling, and I was set up with a new mentor. I've never experienced the death of someone close to me. I began to grieve the loss of my best friend and mentor and ended up not showing up to Foothills for over 2 months. I received a text from Miss Amy, my new mentor, checking in to see how I was doing. I agreed to meet up with her and started attempting school again. I began to feel motivated and attempted to finish 4 classes in a month and attempts to graduate in December, and it did not work. I completed 3 classes and was left with the dreaded Algebra 2, something Miss Tadia and I always agreed was longer than it should be. I started to dedicate myself to this goal of graduating and making Miss Tadia proud in February of 2022. I ended up finishing Algebra 2 with plenty of time before graduation, and thanks to Mr. Black and other math teachers. I also started a job at UGA, where I'm a laboratory animal care technician. This job was referred to me by one of Foothills' own alumni support, Miss Mary Kelly, who I'm very grateful for. I plan on studying wildlife biology and wildlife vet sciences at UGA in the coming months. I stand in front of you today with my glamorous heels and sense of accomplishment. I know that she's proud of me, and I am forever thankful for the impact she has left on my life.
Good evening. I have the honor of presenting some awards for this evening. So at this time, we would like to recognize a few students who will be receiving these awards. At this time, we would like to recognize Leland Gums with our Bibb Site Award for Top Graduate. This award is in the amount of $100 and is given to the graduate that has the highest GPA at the Bibb site. Congratulations to Leland on earning this award. At the Butt site, we will also award our graduate with the highest GPA, $100. This award goes to Noah Newell. Congratulations, Noah. Next, the Butt site would like to recognize Jeremy Honeycutt with our Heart Award of $100 for his perseverance and academic achievement. Congratulations, Jeremy. Additionally, our Butt site presents our Spirit Award in the amount of $100. This award goes to Julius Woodall for his spirit of ambition, enthusiasm, and exemplary character. Congratulations, Julius. We would like to congratulate and wish the best to each of our scholarship award recipients. Finally, any Foothills graduate who enrolls in post-secondary school or the military is eligible for a $200 scholarship. So graduates, keep us posted on your next move.
All right, what we all have been waiting for. At Foothills, we pride ourselves on being a non-traditional school. However, the one thing we have in common with traditional schools is graduation. Whether we are honoring 1 graduate or 6 graduates, this is a landmark accomplishment for our seniors, and quite honestly, this is our favorite part of being educators. So without further ado, Dr. Gibney Sherman, it gives me great pleasure to present to you our Bibb graduates, Bibb and Butts graduates. Each graduate has met or exceeded all local governance board requirements and all state of Georgia requirements to be 2022 graduates of Foothills Education Charter High School. Graduates, will you please stand as your name is called and come forward? Margarita Malinga Asinde. Christiana Tamira Coleman. Shalik Adante Coley. Leland Theodore Gums. Jeremy Allen Honeycutt. Jalen Lamar McCarroll. Noah Wayne Newell. Ariel Renee Strong. And Julius Sebastian Woodall. All right, and one more time for the class of 2022 graduates.
At this time, we will have the turning of the tassel by Noah Newell.
Good evening. The turning of the tassel is a modern tradition used to signify a person's transition from candidate to graduate. At the high school level, the tassel is worn on the right side of the cap at the start of the ceremony and is moved to the left once diplomas have been received. My fellow peers, let's take a second and live in the moment. Think about your educational journey and all that you have overcome to be here tonight. At this time, fellow graduates, please stand. Please join me in turning your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations to the Foothills Education Charter High School class of 2022.
All right, 2022, congratulations. All right, at this time, we will have the introduction of our speaker by Mr. Jared Moore.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It brings me great pleasure to introduce our speaker for this evening, Minister Arizona White. Minister White humbly pursues her purpose daily as a mother, a business professional, entrepreneur, life and business coach, servant leader, and licensed and ordained minister of the gospel. She passionately lives out her unique calling to inspire, empower, equip, and transform lives in the marketplace and in ministry. She is gifted to help others identify their God-given purpose and helps them cultivate their skills and gifts to operate in their calling. Arizona currently serves on the board of Community Partnership, Campus Clubs of Middle Georgia, and the East Macon Credit Union. She is the chairperson of the Pan-African Festival of Georgia. Arizona White currently serves as the executive pastor at Victory Church of Macon. Arizona is a dynamic leader, a skilled speaker and trainer, a talented business professional, a devout Christian, and a humble powerhouse. Minister Arizona White is a woman of style, grace, and poise, and is a loving mother and loyal friend. Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Arizona White.
Good evening, and thank you so much for that introduction, Mr. Moore. It is a pleasure to be here tonight, and I got a little teary-eyed when Ariel came across the stage and her mother said, "Thank you, Lord." Ooh, I felt that. I felt that as a mama, I felt that. Wow, I literally had to wipe the tears from my eyes because I understand the place where you all are sitting. So again, thank you all so much for having me here. To the graduates, the parents, family, administrators, teachers, staff, and friends, it is an honor to stand before you tonight as we celebrate the 2022 graduating class of Foothills Charter High School. Can we give it up for the graduates one more time? Yes, it is spectacular to share in the excitement of this occasion and to speak into your lives as you close out this chapter and prepare to embark on the journey of a lifetime. Indeed, life is just that, a journey. Have you ever traveled along the road and you got to a particular place on that road and you saw a sign that said detour? If you've ever seen that, you know that when you take that detour, it doesn't take you off of your course. It may take you off of your planned course, but the destination will still put you in the same place. There's an old Chinese proverb that declares a journey of 1,000,000 miles begins with a single step. As you have stepped across the stage tonight, you have stepped into a whole new world that awaits you on the other side. This new journey that you will embark upon will be filled with twists and turns. There will be highs and lows, good days and bad days, but you are built for the journey. Tell somebody, I'm built for this. No matter what obstacles, trials, tribulations, roadblocks you face along the way, you have the power to overcome them all and get to your destination. You are destined for greatness. The path may not be easy, but be determined to reach your goals. Set a goal, prepare to reach your goal by equipping yourself with the tools and resources needed to accomplish whatever you put your mind to do. On the road to your destiny, you will face some detours. You may have some things to get in your way that you will have to maneuver around, but a detour is not a dead end. A detour is a deviation from a direct course or the usual procedure. A detour may get you off your intended course, but it will eventually get you back to your originally planned destination. Detours can still lead you to your destiny. In my life, I've experienced some detours. You heard my resume, but my resume doesn't document the detours I encountered along the way to get to my intended destiny. No, my resume doesn't mention that I was a teen mom at the age of 18. You see, my goal was to attend West Point Academy, but because I got pregnant my senior year of high school, I had to take a detour. It didn't lead to a dead end, but it took me on a detour. Despite the challenges, I still graduated high school with honors and went on to Wesleyan College, where I graduated not only with a bachelor's degree in business administration, but also a master's degree in business administration. You see, a detour is not a dead end. The same child I had in high school will complete his bachelor's degree at Vanderbilt University next month and has a job working as an investment banker. You see, a detour is not a dead end. A detour can still lead to destiny. So I came to encourage you tonight. I want you to know that your path may not look like everyone else's path. You might have already met some challenges in life. You might have made some choices that required you to take a detour, but despite the difficulty, you rose to the challenge. You took life by the horns and you still accomplished your goals. This proves to you and to the world that you are built to win. You can clap right there. You are built to win. Your very presence here tonight, graduates, shows everybody that you have what it takes to get through the highs and lows of life, that you have what it takes to maneuver those detours, to get over those hurdles and those obstacles and still end up in the place that you intended to reach from the very beginning, because you are built to win. As you travel on life's journey, you will succeed. You will pause. You will take a few detours. You may even fail, but if you just happen to fail along the way to success, Failure is just a way for God to reroute you and put you back on the right path. Every setback is only a setup for something greater. So tonight, I want to encourage you that there is a treasure on the inside of you. Graduates, repeat after me. Say, there is a treasure in me. Say it again. There is a treasure in me. And I want you to dig deep until you find that treasure. I want you to not quit until you find that treasure. I want you to keep running until you get to your destiny. Even if it means you've got to take some detours along the way, still get there. Because in this room tonight, we have our next politicians, our next teachers, nurses, doctors. We have contractors. We have business women and men. We have entertainers, musicians, leaders, bankers, engineers. But remember, it is up to you to dig deep to find that treasure. You may not know how to get there today, but keep searching, keep working until you get to your treasure. Don't waste what you've been given. You have what it takes to win, even if it means going through a detour to get to it. So, to the class of 2022, tell yourself, I'm going to win. I'm not convinced by that. I want y'all to say it with passion. I want you to say it like you mean it. I'm going to win. Say it again for me. I'm going to win. Can we all give it up for these winners tonight? Thank you.
We certainly thank Ms. White for those powerful words of motivation and encouragement for our students. A detour is not a dead end. Next up, we will have our graduate comments by Ms. Tracy Allen.
At this time, we have two graduates who will share comments and words of gratitude with the class of 2022. So we will begin with Christiana Coleman, and following Christiana, Jeremy Honeycutt. Christiana is coming from the Bibb site, and Jeremy is coming to represent the Butts site.
Thank you, Ms. Allen, for the introduction. This year has been hard, but no matter what, all of the doubt and name calling and commotion, it did not define me. I didn't change who I am, and most importantly, it couldn't hold me back. You can only live the life of the story that you were meant to tell. The goals that I set for myself this year were to graduate before my class, earn my 11th and 12th grade credits in 5 months, and I did it. Once you set your mind to something, you are determined to fulfill it. Believe nobody can stop you, and you will achieve your dreams. I want to thank my loved ones, especially the two that brought me into this world, because without them, there would be no Christiana Coleman. And also the Foothills staff for believing in me and being there for me when it came to my schoolwork. Congratulations to the class of 2022. It's been an honor to be among such accomplished individuals and to be able to present my perspective before you all. Thank you, and have a good evening.
Jeremy.
I want to start out by saying thank you to all the teachers for guiding me and pushing me to this point. I really am grateful for all of them pushing me to graduate, and I see your dedication, and I really appreciate it. What really got me through the school year was really sports in my family, because without sports, and sports have good grades, and without good, hold on.
What got me through school was really sports and family, because without good grades, you can never really play sports. So being motivated by not playing sports got me the good grades to pass. And family always was there for me, and they pushed me to graduation so I could provide for my family in the future. And again, thank you to the teachers that got me here.
Thank you to Christiana and Jeremy for sharing those words with us. Next, we will have our superintendent's address by Dr. Gibney Sherman.
Hello, my name is Sherry Gibney Sherman, Superintendent of Foothills Education Charter High School. We thank you for coming to graduation. These are proud moments for us when we get to celebrate our students. But first, we'd like to thank people that are in the room. Students, we thank you for having a reason to celebrate. Parents, family, friends who are here celebrating, we thank you. Staff, we have nearly 1,000 employees working to make sure these students can graduate. We have site directors that provide leadership at each of our sites. We have a governance board who works to manage and make sure that we are doing all the work we need to do to serve our students. Our partner school districts and their communities help to provide space and resources for us to work with our students. The Georgia Department of Corrections works with us to make sure in our 3 prisons that we can serve students. Plus, we have the Northeast Georgia RESA Regional Educational Service Agency, and they work with us to bring resources across our region. A special thanks to Melanie Britton for organizing all of the scholarships and awards we present each year, and to Mark Chanel for organizing all the graduations throughout the district. We really want to thank the entire Foothills community who work together every day to support students as they earn their high school diploma and prepare for careers in college. It takes all of us. For you students, I want you to know that you're part of something bigger than where you are right now. We have 20 sites, and there's a lot of students across the state who are wearing blue gowns just like you. We're in 17 school district partner sites, and I'm going to tell you where they are, because you may have a friend or a cousin or a relative who may need the Foothills experience. We're in Baldwin County, Barrow County, Bibb County, Butts County, Clark County, Franklin County, Greene County, Jackson County, Jasper County, Madison County, Morgan County, Oglethorpe County, Social Circle City, Walton County. Plus, we have a virtual site that's 100% virtual. And right now, we're capped at 350 students who come across the state of Georgia to learn with Foothills. As I said, we have 3 sites that are in 3 prisons. They're in Arundel, Burris, and Phillips. We have 2 sites at our Youth Challenge program, one at Fort Gordon and one at Fort Stewart. Now listen to this. Since we opened our doors in 2015, we have had 1,714 graduates since we opened, and that's as of May the 11th, 2022. And there's more to come because our school year is not over yet. So where are we now? Since we opened our doors in 2015, we have served 14,505 students. Over 14,000 students have entered our doors seeking an alternative way to earn a high school diploma. Now, all haven't finished, but many have, and we could not be prouder. And for those students, our program has developed since we opened. We have support for life skills for students, helping them to be prepared to work with life, including medical health services at some of our sites. We've established a Weld Ready program at Barrow, Jackson, and Madison sites where high school students are earning welding credentials. And every one of our students who graduates from one of these programs, they're offered a job at the completion. So as a high school graduate, they're getting jobs at Caterpillar, Kubota, and more. We also have other career-ready programs that students are participating in. Precision machining and technology, emergency medical technician, healthcare, and more. And we're working hard to make sure we're not only supporting students as they earn their high school diploma, but we're making sure our kids are career-ready too, and they are. 5 years ago, we established an alumni transition team. We're about to have our 4th member of that team, and they work with students in their senior year, and as the students get closer to graduation, they help them find jobs, complete college applications, job applications, and help them bridge over to the next step in life. We continue to work on our curriculum to make sure it's the best it can be for our students. We have data teams, curriculum teams, to making sure that we align to Georgia standards and the students have the best opportunity for learning. We have instructional coaches for all of our sites to make sure that our teachers are doing it the Foothills way. And one thing that we were able to do with our Youth Challenge program is to offer a quality virtual option. So our students work at each of their campuses in a virtual setting, and if they're within 5 hours of graduation when they finish the Youth Challenge program, they can come on back and we'll help them finish until they get to the finish line. We continue to offer Foothills Plus, and Foothills Plus is for students who have already aged out. So regardless of their age, if they're within 5 credit hours of graduation, we can serve them. We do have to charge a tuition, but it's very small. And actually, our oldest graduate is, I believe, is 72 years old. So we're there for those who want to earn a high school diploma. I mentioned we're in our 3 state prisons, and since we've opened, we have awarded 391 high school diplomas. And what we have discovered, if a student earns a high school diploma from Foothills, when they're released, they don't come back to prison. And the average rate of prisoners who come back to prison after being released is actually 40%. For Foothills, it's 1%. Foothills is making a difference. We also offer something called credit transfer. That means a student can be enrolled in their regular high school and they can attend Foothills part-time and earn credits that they can transfer and take back to their home school so they can graduate with their peers. And to date, we have served 1,920 students in this transfer program. And we're just as proud as those graduates as we are our own. And there's something you may have heard about, and it's real important for you to know, is Senate Bill 153. It was a law that was passed in 2021. And a lot of things happened with that, and we're working on it. But one thing that happened is Foothills is now working under the Georgia Department of Education. And we're working closely with the Georgia Department of Education to make sure that students have access to Foothills option for many years to come. And it's important, if you're sitting in this room, to make sure that the students and families and friends let our legislators know, and our Department of Education, how important Foothills is to you and your future. We need to make sure that students have this opportunity in the future for a quality high school experience, for students to be job prepared, and for students to be life prepared, and that you have the option to work at your own rate and at the time you can so that you can take care of you and your families. We have high quality adults who work with you as you navigate high school. As a matter of fact, we assign a mentor to every student. And that mentor's task is to stay with you and meet with you at least once a week to make sure there are no barriers that are getting in your way from finishing your high school. Other students deserve this opportunity, and we need you to help us make that happen. As a Foothills graduate, you took the chance to enroll in a different kind of high school. We are different. You worked at your own pace. We're open all year. We're open at night. You work in a hard, no one gives you a diploma. You work very hard in a small classroom setting with adults that come in and out of your life. You are brave to have done this. You are smart, You are loved, and don't ever forget that. You are appreciated. Thank you, graduates, for representing Foothills Education Charter High School.
We thank Dr. Gibney Sherman for those words. And next we will have closing remarks by Ms. Melissa Griffin.
Graduates, I know I'm standing between you celebrating with your family, so I promise you I will be brief. As Dr. Gibney Sherman stated in the video, Bibb Heartland and Butts Heartland are part of Foothills, thus the name Heartland, a division of Foothills Education Charter High School. Heartland grew from the vision of Bibb County Superintendent Dr. Curtis Jones, Butts County Superintendent Dr. Todd Simpson, Foothills Superintendent Dr. Sherry Gibney Sherman, and their boards. Bibb Heartland opened in January of 2020, and Butts Heartland opened in August of 2020. Opening 2 sites in the middle of a pandemic was not an easy task. We had to stay focused, endure change, and remember our purpose. In the summer of 2021, your site directors, Ms. Hammond and I met to plan for the 21-22 school year. We came up with the Heartland motto, Heartland has heart, and committed to using this motto to guide our work. Heartland has heart signifies the Heartland sites. We work hard, take pride in what we do, never give up, and we finish what we start. You have proven by reaching this milestone that you have Heartland heart. Carry the Heartland motto into your future. Do not take the easy road, work hard. Take pride in yourself, your accomplishments, and your community. When a task seems impossible or a problem too big, do not give up. Always make it to the finish line. I want to close with a quote from Muhammad Ali. I hated every minute of training but said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Graduates, you are champions. Congratulations.
We thank Ms. Griffin for those powerful words. At this time, let's give the class of 2022 a standing ovation. Students, again, we want you to know that we are proud of you. We're excited for you to begin the next phase of your lives. And we are just happy that you made the decision to come to Foothills. So send some other people our way. We will conclude our program at this time. Parents, thank you for your dedication and your persistence in pushing your students to do what they needed to do to get their diplomas. Students, we have a small token of our appreciation in the back for you. Parents, feel free to come up and take pictures of them on the stage, and we have light refreshments outside as well for you. Thank you all and have a great evening.